for moral support.
All right, guys. So there's Kylie and Anthony and Dean, and they're helping me with some of these videos, and I really appreciate it. Actually, Anthony and Dean's class tell me that they are the masters at rolling fingerprints. So they're going to show you guys that today. Before we get started, so I've brought out some of the equipment out here so that you guys have space. And there's two stations. We won't have these so close together. But basically, this is what your fingerprint card is going to go into, and this is your, ink pad that you're going to use to roll people's prints. The only thing I want to point out to you, in case you miss it when Anthony and Dean do it, this bracket can be a little tricky. You lift it up like that, and your fingerprint card, which I actually have photocopied on just regular copy paper so that we can go through a lot of them and not have it be a big deal. But when you put it in here, a lot of kids struggle with how to put it in. It goes under that metal piece. It goes underneath. So not like that, okay? Not like that, underneath. So, anywho, there we go. And then you're going to, it's hard to do this one-handed. I probably should, you know what? I should have taken your advice. Can you take over?
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to do it myself, it was too hard. Okay, so I'm trying to show, can you show this? So the only thing I want to point out before these guys get started is you have to pull this down, and you don't want this line up too high, or else you're gonna end up with half your fingerprints in the next box, and that's not okay. So you have to kind of take this back up, pull down a little bit, and then like that. That's a better way. So you see that this line right here is pretty low. In fact, you could even go a little lower just to be safe.
Bring this part to this line.
Yes, exactly. So that's the best way to have it secure in the bracket. The only other thing I want to point out, and then these guys are going to get started, you really need to make sure you pay attention. It tells you which hand you're doing. So right thumb, right index, right middle, right ring, right little finger. So it's the right hand. Left thumb, left index. So you can't get these mixed up. If you do, you have to start over. Of course, this information up here is about the arrestee, the person that you are fingerprinting. And I know you are familiar with those kinds of boxes, and we can go over those at another time. But I want you guys to see the technique right now. You're going to watch Dean and Anthony. They're going to roll nail bed to nail bed, and then straight up, and they're going to try to get that knuckle line that I was showing you guys in another video on that in the middle of each box. And then these are these four, and this is a press, and this is a press, but these are rolls, okay? And we have a little acronym, I guess you would call it, and it's thumbs in towards the body, fingers out. That's how you roll fingerprints. Thumbs in, fingers out. So I'm gonna let you guys go for it. It's all them now. Keep going, yeah. And you guys can talk too.
Yeah. I think I'll talk today. Move the paper up. It always pushes down a little bit, so make sure it's like a 3/4 of the way in, and get your pad.
There you go.
That's the hinge.
Nah.
All right, get your pad. Use left hand, right hand.
And do you want to give him any instructions?
How would you like me to stand? And where do
Stand.
you want to stand?
And do you want to tell him to relax his hand? let
Yes. You want to give him commands and everything. You want him perfectly calm, relaxed, looking away. No matter how bad this sounds, you do not want him helping. Do not want him helping. All right. Moving a little closer. Then, pad get as much ink as you can on there. And here, step towards me a little bit. And then, once you get it on, quick, solid motion. Once on, go all the way across, no stopping. Then,
So you're not using a lot of pressure, are you?
no, just a quick,
Light.
roll across. As much ink on as possible. Nail bed to nail bed. All the way to the bottom of the knuckle. Try to get the top of the finger too. Alright. Not good, but
But notice how they're right in the middle of the boxes. That's what you want.
mhm.
Good. And they look square. That's what a rolled fingerprint looks square when you're done. So notice that, you can keep going, I'm just talking to the kids. Notice he uses two hands. It's not one-handed. I don't wanna see anybody try to roll a fingerprint with one hand. It's both hands, because you need to control the finger and the wrist. And he's done that hand, so he has to slide the paper up to do the next hand. And notice that Anthony didn't help at all. Here, can we back up and have get Anthony in there a little bit. Go ahead. So Anthony doesn't even watch him do it, because it's just human nature. You know, when you watch, you just kind of want to help roll your finger, but that's actually gonna mess Dean up. So Anthony just looks away and lets him do his thing.
Towards me a little bit.
Yeah, and you can readjust that to wherever is comfortable for you.
Move it a little bit more. It's hard being short. Might maybe move this a little bit more.
Okay, so for time purposes, can we do the 4 and the thumb? Yeah. So he would have finished the whole hand, but I don't want our video to be too long. So that bottom section is what I showed you on the paper, and yeah, or show him here, huh?
Just on that piece of paper. so-
Right, so
Yeah.
4 fingers and a thumb and 4 fingers. And so, yeah, he does all 4 at the same time, and you wanna keep those fingers tight together, right, so they all fit. There we go, and that is a press, not a roll.
A little bit.
Just hold his hand up though to show the fingers together. Yeah, but, right, that's how you press them down with them close together like that. There we go. Wow, it's really good, really good. It's not perfect, and obviously we stopped. So let's talk about the great ones and then the not so great. This one, we got a problem because the top half is cut off. We need to see the whole print, but what's good about it, you see that knuckle line? We can see it, that's what we want. We want to see it and a little bit below. So he's got it here, these are really very good, and just so you guys know, they haven't done this since last year. Right now, this paper is the very first one they've done since last year, and I don't think it's bad at all for the first practice run. This would have been perfect if he just had that little bit. And here's what I'm thinking when I look at this, it tells me that there wasn't ink on the tops of those fingers. So can I see your right hand? Okay, and that's exactly it. There's no ink here on this finger especially, and the thumb, that's why we have the little bald spots. So you can look before you commit to paper to just put some more ink on there. But I love how square that is. That's what it's supposed to be. That's very clear. You can see every ridge line, and you can see that pattern perfectly. So this is good, and the same with these. They're pretty clear, and in the middle, you don't want to run over the boxes like that. They'll kick it back to you and not accept the card. So good job, guys. Thank you. Okay,
Yay.
you can end it.